Hi again.
Good afternoon again. So we're going back to Lake Mead Recreational Area today, but we're going to a different part of Lake Mead.
Yeah, it was actually an anniversary.
That's right, because the first time we did this little hike was a year ago on President's Day last year. So
we're going to celebrate our anniversary by doing exactly the same thing.
That's right.
We're going to be moles today.
Yes, we are going to be moles.
Kinda, yeah.
We're going to go through really long portals.
Well, there's tunnels. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, anyway, we're heading that way.
And we'll see you there.
We made it.
We are here back at the Lake Mead National Recreation Area.
At the Visitor Center.
At the Visitor Center right now, which has got a beautiful view of Lake Mead behind us.
And the reason we're at the Visitor Center is not that we're going to visit the Visitor Center. The parking lot way down there is full because it's a holiday. Right. So we have a hike from here down there, and then about a mile hike to get to the tunnels. Right.
And the tunnels, actually, just to give you a little background, are we're going to do 2 of 5 tunnels that were built by a railroad company. It's actually a conglomeration of 6 companies that were supplying supplies when they were building the dam back in 1931, I think is when they built the tunnels and the railroad track that led down there. So now there's just a walking trail. The tunnels are still there, so we're going to go take a look.
Yep. So we'll see you down the hill.
See you down the tunnels.
We made it to the start of the hike.
Start of the trail. The first thing you're greeted with is this sign that tells you about the dangers of hiking in the desert, but that's for the summer. Right now it's perfect.
Heat kills. So they actually do gate this off and lock it up because there's too many heat-related incidents that happen with people who don't understand about the desert heat. Water, a hat, the basic essentials for desert hiking.
Here at the dam area.
We do, and they're not used to this. So it's probably a wise move on Lake Mead to close this off in the summer.
Right.
But so we're heading the hike. Probably about 10 minutes we'll hit the first tunnel, and I'm excited to get there.
Yeah. Okay, so if any of you watched our last video, which was Redstone, also in the Lake Mead National Recreation Area, we had a question, and we looked it up on Google. We had a question about telling the age of rocks based on the layers in the rocks. And so here we found out that is indeed true. And here we have actually information for us regarding that.
If we waited a week.
If we waited a week, we wouldn't have had to use Google, but who knew?
We made it.
We did.
Mile hike.
You can see in front of us here.
Yep.
Tunnel 1 and 2. So it's about a mile to get here. So as I said at the Visitor Center, the railroad company, 6 Company Railroad is the name of the company, built the railroad tracks and went through bored through the tunnels in 1931 to bring materials down for the building of the dam.
Okay. And then in 62
is when by then the dam was built, so they actually took up the track,
pulled everything out. So then in 92 they got smart and said, hey, let's let people walk through it.
Yeah, so they kind of graded it out for a nice walking trail. And today's President's Day, and it's busy. Everybody's on holiday, schools are closed, but it's still a really nice, peaceful walk.
It's a very nice walk, And you get to visit with our neighbors who we've never seen in the town of Boulder City and Henderson and Las Vegas and all around the world. But
it's people bicycling, people with their dogs and their kids. But it's a very nice walk, even though it's probably one of the busier days of the season.
Yes, definitely. So we're going to go and examine the inside of some tunnels.
Number 1.
I think so, yeah.
As 2 and 5, they had to reinforce them, but as they burned, but these are the original.
So as you leave tunnel 1 and head to tunnel 2, we have dimensions. What do we say? 25 feet wide,
Right.
30 feet high, which is more than 30 feet high, and 300 feet long. So basically the length of a football field.
Right. So each tunnel's relatively the same dimensions. Of course, they had to fit a train through here. So.
Yeah, so definitely.
Yeah.
And then as we're coming to tunnel 2, a little bit of history. We had 2 tunnels caught on fire,
That's right.
2 and 5,
Right. 2
Tunnel-
was 1990.
and 5 was 1978.
Yeah.
So-
instead of the wooden supports that we saw in Tunnel 1, 2 and 5 they had to go in and use a different material to reinforce those tunnels to keep the rocks from falling down because the wooden supports were burned up.
So after the fire, they had to do the reinforcement again. So you can kind of see here how it kind of looks,
We're in Tunnel 2 right now.
yeah, kind of fake as compared to the rest of the tunnels. But they did, I thought, a fairly good job reinforcing it to still make the tunnels passable. So we kind of go to the new stuff and you kind of get into like what looks more of the original stuff. So yeah, it's kind of interesting how they were able to repair the tunnels despite the fire.
So my sister did not let me call the tunnels really long portals. However, we have at the end of Tunnel 2 come across something that we've agreed is a portal, and therefore I'm going to go through
We're going
this
to go
portal.
together.
Oh, we'll
Oh,
go
we're
together.
gonna-
You're going to portal with me today.
I'm going to portal.
I'm so excited.
Maybe I'm going to portal. Oh God, it's like we're going through a time warp because of lighting. Where are we going to come out? Nobody knows. Okay, we came out
And
out of tunnel 2.
Outside of Tunnel 2, on our way to Tunnel 3.
Except we're not doing tunnel 3.
We aren't.
Yeah.
Portaling is fun though, isn't it?
You know, you seen one tunnel, you seen them all.
Portaling is fun.
So we could we're going to portal back, but yeah.
Before we do though, we've got to go look over the edge there because it's pretty.
Some of us might get pushed, I don't know.
Holy guano, Batman. These are actually bat caves. There's actually Mexican
Oh, bats.
bats
yeah,
that live in this cave, and we can see places where they must, kind of hang out because you
But
can see
not
drippings
sure.
or droppings in certain places in the tunnel. We haven't actually seen any bats today, though.
Fun fact.
What's that?
Do you know when bats leave a cave, they always turn to the left?
I did not know that.
There you go. Now you knew.
I always turn to the right, so
That's odd because most times left-handed people turn in the direction of their dominant
I know,
hand.
but you know me. I'm challenged.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair. Say no more.
Well, we're back.
Yep. And despite what you might think, no humans were harmed in the filming. I did not go over the edge, which was good. We had a good time, though.
We did have a really
A
good
lot of
time.
fun.
It's always fun to visit the railroad tunnels.
Yes, yeah, it's cool and it's a good walk. We definitely got our steps in today.
Yes.
So we have to mellow out with our wonderful cherry limeades from Sonic, and I have no idea what we're gonna do next week. We got to figure that out, but we're gonna do something.
Something fun.
Yeah, it's always fun.
It's always fun.
It's always fun.
Yes.
So until next time.
Look up in the sky.
Okay, no planes. We still have to start again.
I've got a big shadow on me. I've got a big shadow on me. I've got a big shadow on me.